So for those of you who haven't seen me talk to me, know me yet, my name is Lars Erik. I'm a technical consultant here at Tidypay, meaning I help our partners with their more technical aspects during onboarding or integration or any of all the gateway usage and all of that during that process. So if you are considering joining us for our venture, I might be one of your companions in that journey. What I'm going to do here today is go through Tidypay's latest addition, our SoftPOS product called TidypayGO. I'm going to go more details, but the main gist of this is mobile payment, using our phone to do payments. And I'm first off just going to talk a bit about Tidypay in general, because I don't know how everyone here knows our details. Tidypay is a payment service provider. So our goal is to not only allow for all kinds of payment on every kind of platform. We have a lot of exciting projects going on in addition to this, like crypto payment and Alipay and new kind of cards and everything. So we want to take every kind of mobile payment, every kind of payment, and be able to support those on retail payment and as well as e-commerce payment. And of course, our big new addition now is this mobile payment, and we'll offer all those kind of payment solutions now on a new kind of platform. So, and our overall goal beyond that is to make this process and everything around payment easy. That's our catchphrase: make payment easy. And that goes for integration, that goes for onboarding, and that goes for the payment itself, the usage, the understanding of everything. Always pushing to make things simpler and more easy in an industry where that's not always the case. So we always have projects, always have our view looking ahead on how we can improve things and make it more understandable. As of now, we are certified in 32 countries, so almost all of Europe, and we're slowly expanding to reach every corner of that area. So really exciting to have you along for that journey. Our goal today is to talk about SoftPOS, and the main thing to understand then is why now and why this. We see the trend in the market that contactless is becoming more used, and it's now 40% of all transactions are contactless. People are tapping the card more. This, of course, has something to do with Corona. People are now used to not touching everything as much. But it also forced a lot of people to learn about home office, to learn to add their cards to using the mobile wallets, using mobile payment, shopping online. So everything is becoming more digitalized. People are getting used to adding their cards, paying with their mobile, using their phones for everything. There's health and safety in that, of course, but it's also just the effort, the low effort of just tapping everything and having everything convenient and ready. And that is why this was the time for us to launch our SoftPOS solution. So TidypayGO is a way to make your phone being able to take payments. You turn your phone into a payment device. It is just as simple as that. This, of course, has many advantages because everyone has a phone. They're used to phones. They see phones everywhere. We are now used to phones being the default computer for almost everything. We want everything on our phone. And it's a natural evolution to now how payments move towards the phone. Quick to use, quick to get, low cost, and yeah, really understandable. The SoftPOS solution works on Android. So it requires that the device has Android 10 or above, and it's Google certified and has NFC. Other than that, any off-the-shelf device that meet those criteria, which we'll go a bit more into later, will work with our payment solution. There are many great values with this. Of course, the most important one, as I mentioned, the availability, the ease, the comfort of using something that's already known and loved. Our payment app actually has a simple payment solution in itself. But of course, the main goal is for us to power our partners. It will work on of course, you can't insert your card, but other than that, you can tap, you can do payments. The customer can insert their PIN if the amount is large enough to require that. It's cloud-oriented, so they just go on the Google Play Store, they download the app. There's a way to activate it, which we'll touch on later. And it's completely secure and covers all the PCI requirements. Yeah, and of course, that is a big concern in this. A lot of people might be skeptical if someone comes and present their phone and ask you to tap your card there, afraid that your card data is going to get stolen, like, what is this? They're used to regular payment devices, and now suddenly someone shows them a phone and asks them to tap it. And of course, a lot of people are skeptical to that. That is why security is maybe our main concern with this entire project. Our app is PCI DSS certified, which has been quite a journey. That is not an easy thing to get. The logistics about normally how retail devices are made secure is you required a lot of creativity and work to get that to work in this completely new way. Of course, the goal here is that someone can download their app and make it ready for payment, which as of now is a really behind doors complicated service. So we managed to make all this available in phone, got it certified from PCI. It runs on everything is encrypted. So of course NFC is a secure channel. The request that your apps make to our app is encrypted. So everything is safe always. There's no card data being stored anywhere at any time. Normally, for traditional retail devices, the certification or the verification of the hardware is done one time when the device is injected with retail keys. On mobile solutions, since mobile phones are a lot more fluent hardware, they're used for a lot more different things. That means that every transaction is always verified. So every time before a transaction is made, it's checking that the phone hasn't been tampered with, hasn't been changed to developer mode. So before every transaction, there's done a verification. So in many ways, this is more secure than traditional retail devices. And of course, the integration is an important point there. As mentioned, this is TidypayGO is a payment app, and it has a really simple POS solution, yes, but that is not its main point. That's just more for as a backup for testing for us who want that. But we mainly want to power our partners and your POS solution. So of course, since we handle everything with payment, you don't have to concern yourself with that. We handle the security, we handle the payouts, we handle the onboarding, we handle everything that comes to do with all that complicated the security and that hard stuff. And you just make a great POS solution, and we help you do your payments. As mentioned, the devices require NFC, it requires Android 10 or above, or GMS certification, Google certification. And all of that is just download the App Store, and it works. Now, of course, an important part of this is the onboarding. Our long-term goal in the future is for this to be completely self-service, that they download the app, they fill in the details, the application is automatically sent, everything's processed, and they just get a OK sign when it's up and running. As it's going to be on launch, they're going to request, we're going to give you login credentials at request so that you can give out to your merchants. But our long-term goal is, again, to make this really easy, to make it self-service. It is pretty self-service at launch as well, but it's going to require you to give them a login, which in the future, hopefully, they will be able to fetch themselves. And of course, this is just an addition to the existing Tidypay ecosystem. So mobile payment is a great opportunity, it's a great product, it's a great addition, but it's all not the answer for everything. It has its place in many markets for many different merchants, for many different use cases. But of course, traditional retail devices are, of course, needed in many scenarios, as well as e-commerce. So this is just building on top of everything Tidypay offers as of now. And of course, we have our traditional relationship with SUNMI, delivering our retail devices. And they also have a ton of good options for that will work well with SoftPOS. So, for example, at the bottom here, you have the L2K and L2H, which are more traditional, like mobile phone shaped devices that are really good for example, waiters that are going to go outside and take quick cash payment on tables on the outside of the restaurant or something. And then you have V2S and V2S Plus here, which has printers. So for those industries and those scenarios where you want the paper receipt, those are good as well. And they also have a ton of different exciting products coming up. So, and they're a good example of, it's not just, it's easy to think mobile phones only for SoftPOS, but it really is when you think about the requirements that you need Google and Android and NFC. There's a ton of different exciting devices that would work with this, such as pads or different more traditional like retail tills. So SUNMI is a great partner, and of course it's really an exciting opportunity to add SoftPOS to the existing setup that you have. A point I actually forgot to mention during integration is that existing integrations that work with our retail solution will work exactly the same on SoftPOS. So a classic scenario would be that a restaurant has some SoftPOS devices that they use for just card payments outside. They have a till at the bar, and maybe they have more traditional card insertion full retail devices on the inside area. So this is a product that can be combined with the others, and in addition to our already existing setup. And yeah, I think that is as much SoftPOS information as I can present within 10, 15 minutes. So if you guys, if any questions come up in your mind during all of this, how this works, how you can use it, possibilities, limitations, anything, I would be ready to give you some sort of technical answer or maybe some commercial answers as well. So feel free to fire away.